bring out our next real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. 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 I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. The other girls poppin', they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay on my side. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. I'll give you the life that you always dreamed. In New York and some jets, like a football team. You're gonna get quality time, plus some words of affirmation. It's all on my dime, gifts and access service at any destination. Just don't pop the balloon, and we'll both be okay. You'll be my boo, and I will be your babe. Now it's down to me and you still got your balloon. And that can only mean one thing, and this is just the beginning.
I'm so glad you didn't pop, girl.
Thank you that you did not pop.
I'm so happy that you didn't pop.
I'm so glad that you did not pop.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Don't pop, pop.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you doing out there? It is Pointer, your illustrious host. I'm excited, elated, and ecstatic because what's about to happen is a monumental, and it's magnificent, and it is mighty to have some wonderful real ones that are ready to find their real ones. So it's looking like we're going to have a great time getting to know these wonderful individuals. But before that, we're going to kindly ask that you subscribe to our channel. You know how the YouTubers do it nowadays. They ask for you to subscribe. They also ask you to hit the like button. Hit that like, hit that bell so you can get notified when great content is dropping. You don't want to miss a moment of great content from your favorite show. And of course, I would like to eat dinner tonight. I really would. So if you find it in your heart to donate, then fans, we would love that. We would love so I can eat dinner and stay alive. I do like living. So if you have a PayPal, hey, send a little blessing there. But hey, some of you are like, Pointer, I don't have PayPal. That's okay because Venmo, Cashapp rather, Cashapp is also a thing. And you know what else is a thing? Venmo's a thing. Okay, so make sure you do that. And then, of course, if you want a special little shout out, make sure you send a super chat, put some seasoning on that comment so it can be read aloud, and we'll be ready to rock with you. We really will. So We have some wonderful individuals that are ready to find the real one. I don't want to delay anything because we're going to be moving and grooving this evening. So I have some lovely ladies that are going to be looking for wonderful gentlemen. And we have some wonderful gentlemen that are ready to shoot their shot as if it was the NBA final. Sponsor us, National Basketball Association. It would be greatly appreciated. Well, let's get these lovely ladies popped on the screen, and we're going to talk and get to know them. And then we have some kings that are ready to present themselves. So let's get these lovely ladies added in. I've got one lovely lady. I've got a second lovely lady. I've got a third lovely lady. Ladies, how you doing out there?
Never better. How are you?
Wonderful. Welcome, welcome.
I'm good. Can't complain.
Hallelujah. So much melanin. It's making me feel like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. Three queens here. So excited, elated, and ecstatic to have you, lovely ladies. I want you all to just share a little bit about yourself so we can get to know you. Let's start with Jamie. Jamie, I want you to share, if I'm saying, am I saying your name right, Jamie?
Yes.
Wonderful. Share your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
All right. So my name is Jamie. I live in Boise, Idaho, of all places. Yes, we are here. String the numbers. I am a pageant coach. I am a former collegiate boxer and collegiate athlete in track and field. I am a former pageant queen turned pageant coach, encouraging and inspiring women to reclaim their confidence like never before, step into the spotlight of their life, and own their femininity.
Beautiful. Wow, that was beautiful. Did you want to share your age, or is that on the down low?
I mean, I'll say I'm almost 40. I will say that.
Okay, keep it a ring. Okay, keep some mystery to it. Jamie, it's a pleasure to have you here. Well, beautiful. Let's go to Stella. Stella, I want you to share your name, your age, where you're located, what you do.
Hey guys, I am Stella, the one and only. I am 22 years old. I am located in Miami, Florida, 305. You know what's up? And I am a correctional officer.
Wow. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Stella, out there in FL. Beautiful. Let's go. Locks by Max 88. Share your name, your age, where you're located, what you do.
Hi, I'm 37. Obviously, I do hair. I'm Locks by Max. I specialize in locks, maintenance of everything of all locks. I'm also a former educational special teacher. I work with high school students with Down syndrome, autistic, and things of that nature. And I am from New York City.
In New York. Pleasure to have you, lovely ladies, here. Wow. What a remarkable time. We're about to have a good time, and we're about to see if real ones can connect in a unique way. So before we have some wonderful kings talk to you, I want to just ask some general questions. The first general question is, what makes you a real one? What makes you a catch? What makes you someone that should make the brothers hit that link and call in? Let's start with Jamie. Jamie, what makes you a real one?
First and foremost, I am a woman of God. I'm one of God's children. Absolutely. First and foremost. And also with that being said, I am very down to earth. I'm also the same girl that will go four-wheeling, fishing, camping, and be outside in the most respectable ways, out in nature. I also am, like I said, a competitive boxer, former competitive boxer. So I also know how to, if needed, heaven forbid we need to throw hands, but I know how to defend respectfully in a boxing ring. Let's see what else makes me a real one. I co-founded a multi-million-dollar construction company before the age of 30, and I also owned my first international business before the age of 30 as well.
Whoa, you're just flexing on them, brothers. Don't call out. Keep calling in. Don't be intimidated. She's a boss babe, but she wants a good man. Jamie, that is fantastic. Wow, congratulations on all you've accomplished. That's wonderful. Let's swing it to Stella. Stella, what makes you a real one? What qualities make you the catch that you are?
I think the qualities that make me a real one is I'm all about the flower method. You're watering a plant. We're both putting water, we're both putting food to be the perfect people that we should be and that we can be. And I think that's what makes me a real one. Yeah, and I'm gonna hold my man down through whatever.
Love that. Ride or die. Or die. That's beautiful. We need that. Let's go to Locks by Max. What you got, Queen? What makes you a real one?
What makes me a real one? Can we be vulgar?
You can keep it real within reason. Don't get me
Okay, so
demonetized. But
what makes me I'm settled in my femininity. So I practice nudity. I am a nudist, meaning I like tasteful art, naked, things of that nature, just tastefulness. Also outside of that, I don't have any kids. And apparently at my age at 37, apparently that's a rare find to not have kids. But also, I know how to be independent. I don't need my man to provide everything for me financially. I need a real partner in life, someone that's got to actually do life with me, not me taking advantage of them. So my realness comes from because I'm a '90s baby.
I love that. All right. Wow, we got some queens in the building tonight. Well, I'm gonna just go two more questions, and we're gonna have our first bachelor call on in and try to win your heart. Let me go for a question like this: what are you looking for, or what kind of man would you want to look for you? What qualities do you want in your special boo thing? We'll swing it with Stella. Stella will kick us off this time. Stella, what kind of man would you like to be pursued by?
I'm looking for a man that is 100% sure in his masculinity. A man that don't want to go 50-50. A man that could make me want to submit to him. Because if you want to split everything, I'm not going to feel good enough to say, well, you know what, I'm going to submit to you. I want a man that's for sure about his feelings. I want someone that's mature. I want a man of Christ. And yeah, someone that's just, looking for a genuine connection.
Love it. Okay, very valid. Let's swing it to Locks by Max. Oh, wait, and give me your name again, Locks by Max. I want to make sure.
Anissa.
Anissa.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect, Anissa. Okay, tell with us, Anissa. What are you looking for in your future king?
Okay, this might sound a little unorthodox, but I practice polyamory. So I want someone that's comfortable with knowing that I do tend to love more than one person. I am bisexual, so that means that that other person may or may not be a male or a female. At the moment, I'm practicing monogamy. I've been polyamorous for about 17 years. So now I'm stepping into just having one person at a time so they can enjoy my attention versus having multiple. So at the moment, I'm looking for someone that can handle a woman who enjoys poly lifestyle, who enjoy lifestyle parties. And if you're not understood of what lifestyle parties is, those are pretty much in lame terms sex parties where we may go together, link up with other couples, swingers, however you want to put the dynamic. So I need someone that's really tapped into their sexuality and owns their sexuality without making it feel like we're being promiscuous or sinful and things of that nature. So I want someone who's really comfortable with their sexuality.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. And then let's end out with Jamie. Jamie, what are you looking for, or what qualities do you want in your future man?
First and foremost, I want a man that is honest and loyal. He is a man of God. He's a protector. He has a passport that's valid and ready to go. And he doesn't play the victim. He's not pushing the blame. He's not into gaslighting. He's into accountability, ownership, and growing and accepting when he's being called out, and seeing where he can grow. And a man with secure income. And ideally, obviously, he has a vehicle to travel, and he's willing to travel.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Very valid. Let's go to Stella. Stella, what qualities are you looking for in your future man?
I'm looking for a man that's honest and open, the obvious. I'm also looking for a man that's also, has a reliable income, a man that makes me feel submissive, and a man that's looking for a genuine connection, a man that's in touch with, Christ. I'm sorry, but if you're any other religion, that's not going to work. Christian.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
I love that. Okay. Okay. That was going to be my next question. So you're already answering my next question of things that would make you pop, pop, pop the balloon. Those are things that you don't tolerate in a relationship. But before that, then what we're going to do is have our first king call on. I've got a wonderful individual that I want to introduce you to, but we're going to make it a little spicier tonight. Yes, we are. And we're going to not show them at first. We're going to hide their image. So I'm going to have my brother Chad come on, but Chad is going to turn his camera off. So Chad, turn that camera off for me, because ladies, as you know, it's not, thank God gave us eyes for a reason, but it's not always just about the looks. Okay. If we can connect with somebody on a deeper level, then that can be a beautiful thing. So I'm just have my brother come on. Ladies, what I need you to remember and recognize and realize is we always want to give somebody a chance to express themselves, to talk, but we don't also want to drag it on to where, hey, if I already know this ain't going to work, like Stella said, if he ain't a Jesus man, bye Felicia, even though his name isn't Felicia, So whatever the case may be, let's have our first brother come on, though, and he's going to cook. Chad, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
You're showing them your camera was supposed to be off. Now they already see the nice white chocolate that you are. But that's okay. You couldn't help yourself in front of these beautiful black queens. Chad, I want you to share your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
36 from Tampa, Florida, and I do audio for a living.
Audio. Okay, go a little deeper. Tell me what does that entail?
Entails recording. I've worked a little bit with Sheila E. for City Winery.
Ooh.
And I don't know. It's day-to-day life, and I get up to New York City a lot.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So I'm a huge sports fan, and during the week I go to Bible study usually twice a week. So that's huge to me.
Doing that Bible study. Okay. Study that word. Amen. Share with us what makes you a real one, Chad.
Real one. Pretty much I love to travel with my dogs. I love to kayak. And I just love traveling, honestly.
Oh. Do you have your passport?
I do.
Oh, that's good news.
I do. And it's funny because when I see Jamie pop up, I was like, wait a second. I didn't want to bust her bubble, but I think she did like Miss America or something.
Well, that wouldn't pop her balloon. That would inflate her balloon a little more, I think.
I was like, hey, wait a second here. And I was like, I think we got mutual friends somewhere along the lines.
Oh, we might get into that. I, as the host, I ask the initial questions, and y'all start, connecting all the dots. So, what would you say are qualities you're looking for in a real one, Chad? Something you'd want in your future lady?
Someone faithful and someone good. Someone that likes to go, kayak, outdoors, traveling. Pretty much the church is huge to me. So that kind of, if you're not going to church, like, don't even bother.
Oh, okay. We'll go deeper on that shortly, I'm sure. I'll go around then. Why not just go for it? What are some things, Chad, that would make you, besides someone that doesn't go to church, pop the balloon? You mentioned if they don't go to church. Anything else that makes you pop?
Someone that's not good with their family. That's huge. That's huge.
What do you mean by not good with their family? Go a little.
I don't know if they're not people. I don't know, with their faith. Faith is number one to me. Work is huge to me as well.
So if they're not in tune with their faith,
you kind of have to balance your faith and your family and your workload. Yeah, to make it work.
Understood. Okay. What are some things you like to do for fun besides kayaking?
I love going skydiving, and I love going to Canada, and I go snowboarding every now and then. Okay.
All right. Your face is a little cut off, Chad. I want to make sure they can see how handsome you are. Okay, that's better. You're kind of leaning a little. Is it because you're good? Okay, that's better. Okay, they just want to make sure you got a full face and not like two face. Okay, awesome. All right. I'm going to go to the rest of the queens. I want to ask y'all, what are some things that make you pop the balloon? So let's go to Stella. Stella, what are some call them deal breakers. I call them heartbreakers. What are some things that you wouldn't tolerate in a relationship?
Everything sounded pretty good. The only thing for me is that I'm not much of an outdoorsy person. I do like to travel. Like I stated, I'm from Miami, so I am a city girl, but like skydiving and kayaking, I don't know, Okay. So, but everything.
Okay, let it sizzle, and not in relation to what he said, just in general. If he wasn't here yet, just things that would make you pop the balloon. Is there anything else you'd want to? What are some deal breakers that, not for him, just in general, things that make you pop the balloon?
I think for me, for a guy, right?
Yes.
Too clingy, a guy that's not in touch with his emotional side, someone that's too like in touch with their feminine side. A guy who thinks he's a know-it-all, someone who's willing to talk but not listen, someone who's not willing to adapt, and yeah.
Very valid. Okay, thank you, Stella. Let's go to Locks by Max. I want you to share, Anissa, I want you to share things that make you. Let me pay. I paid so much money for this, y'all. That graphic, yeah. See that? Yeah. What makes you pop the balloon, Anissa?
So the one thing that is a deal breaker for me is you must love dogs. You don't have to pretty much like have them or anything, but I have four dogs. So when you come around me, it's a dog day. I have a husky and I have three chihuahuas. I have a beagle. I have a cane corso. Four of them live with me. Three of them live with like relatives and stuff until I get my bigger spot. I'm in the midst of moving to a bigger crib so that all my animals can be with me. So my deal breaker is you must love animals. As far as an adult goes. My second deal breaker is not being open minded to people who aren't quite religious. I'm not religious. I am spiritual. I do believe in a higher power. However, I do not believe in Christianity or the church. If I had to lean on a religion of what I do lean towards, I would say Buddhism. However, I'm still in the midst of searching for my spiritual guidance from different cultures. So I do not believe in Christianity. But religion is not a problem for me. If that is your perspective of life, then that's fine. But it doesn't quite mix with mine because I am on a higher spiritual note where I'm not following a book of life. Um, Outside of that, my last deal breaker would be someone who doesn't smoke weed. I smoke weed. It is legal in New York. Weed is part of my life. If that is a deal breaker, then that is okay. But those are my major three breakers because I smoke weed, I love dogs, and I'm into connecting my spiritual with the world and the universe versus picking up a book and someone telling me what I should be involved in. So those are my deal breakers.
Thank you, Anissa. Very thorough, very concise. I appreciate that. Jamie, things that make you pop, pop, pop the balloon when dating.
So things that make me pop, pop, pop the balloon when dating would be lying. Doesn't like dogs. I have a dog named Charles Joseph Bartholomew II. His friends call him Chuck. He's a micro Bernie Doodle. He's literally sitting on my lap right now, about 18 pounds. A man who doesn't work out regularly, so a man who does not care about his physical well-being. I feel that that is also in alignment with your mental, spiritual, and just how you just show up in the world. So moving your body with intention regularly. A man who does not treat me like the queen that I am. A man that goes days without talking to me or reaching out to me, even if it is just a simple good morning text or, hey, I was just thinking about you, or this reel reminded me of you, whatever it might be. A narcissist that will absolutely make me pop a balloon so fast. A man who lives with their mom or family as an adult. I understand we all have life setbacks, but if they've been living with their family for their entire life and never branched out or moved to a different town or city and had to truly adult and experience the real world on their own. A man with bad teeth. I'm not here for meth mouth. As you can see, I have a wonderful sponsor with my teeth whitening and my dental.
Give us one more because you're breaking it down. Give us one more.
Okay, I've got one more. And doesn't have a good relationship with their family.
Okay, fantastic. All right, these queens came prepared. Thank you, lovely ladies, for breaking it down. Chad, you heard from them. You heard all that they have to offer and how wonderful they are. Ladies, did I ask you what you like to do for fun? I don't think so. Okay, let's start with Anissa. Anissa, give me just 2 to 3 things that you like to do for fun.
I'm really big on puff and paint. When it comes to anything artsy, crafty, I'm a very hands-on. I tend to do a lot of comedy clubs. So if anywhere that I can laugh, that is really good for the soul. And anywhere that my dogs can go. If my dogs can go to the park, if my dogs can go here, my dogs can go there, I'm there. Because I live in New York City, there is a lot of places and restaurants and events that geared towards pet owners. So if there is that, I'm there. So must include my dog. I must be able to learn something from my experience of having fun. And I most definitely love to laugh. So anything comical, I'm your girl.
I love it. Okay, let's swing it to Stella. Stella, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Mostly I like to cook. I like to go jet skiing. I like to rent boats, and I like to go yachting and just having fun in the ocean. I can't swim, but I do stay on the boat, and I just like to go fishing. You know, just looking at the scenery, anything looking at the ocean and involving the ocean, really.
Okay, beautiful. All right, and then Jamie, some things you like to do for fun.
I love spending time with my son. He is a giant 15-year-old and he is hilarious. He towers over me. Also, spending time with my fur son, Chuck. I enjoy luxury travel. I enjoy making money and I enjoy anything that's adventurous. So, scuba diving, skydiving, snow skiing, hot springs, just exploring.
Love that. Okay, solid answers. Chad, I already asked you what you like to do for fun. Now, those are just the initial questions. Now we're going to go a little deeper, but we have other bachelors that want to shoot their shot. So I want to ask Chad. Chad, you have a question you'd like to ask these three lovely ladies? You'd ask all of them the same question.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Okay, if they need a moment to think on that. Favorite movie of all time? I want to ask Stella first. Oh, Anissa was ready. Anissa?
Oh, I Avatar. Anything that has to do with Avatar, and I don't mean the one with the blue people. I mean the anime.
Airbender.
With Aang, Katara, and Hopper, and all of them. Yes, anything Avatar, I am sold. I will lock in for days, for hours. I have called out of work to watch just that, just to watch the series when it comes out. So yeah, I'm a big, huge anime fan. So I'm your girl.
Fantastic. Okay, let's swing it to Jamie. Jamie, favorite movie of all time?
Ooh, that's a bit tricky. I don't know if if I have a favorite movie because I love everything from like Finding Nemo to Inglorious Bastards. So there's quite the large array of movies that I enjoy watching, or at the very least will have on while I'm getting some just mindless work done. But if I had to put on a movie, depending on my mood, I might go with Hercules from Disney because the soundtrack is just phenomenal. Like, I mean, so is Hamilton. I know these are both Disney movies, but who doesn't love Disney?
Very solid answers. Stella, favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time is Shadas. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. I watched it countless of times. Any little hood documentaries, Menace to Society. I love it. But my favorite movie is Shadas.
Shadas. Okay. All right. Chad, I want you to share yours. What's your favorite movie?
I would say Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Wow, you really tapped into your Forrest Gump bag right now, because life is like a box of 3 chocolate queens and you don't know what you're gonna get, Chad, until you find out. Lord, I'm sorry, I'm a mess. All right. Well, ladies, do you have a question for Chad? You would ask individually. I can start with Anissa. Anissa, do you have a question for this gentleman? Because we're going to start to narrow it down in just, really about now. We're going to start to get into meatier questions.
I'm gonna go fantasy. Chad, if you had a chance to win $1 million, what's the first thing that you would do?
I'm gonna give probably 600 or 700,000 to the church and back to the community, just because, there's a lot of people that need housing and struggling right now. So I was gonna give it back, honestly, because I don't actually need anything from anybody.
What about the remaining 300,000?
The 300,000 probably take care of my parents. The rest of it.
Okay, beautiful. Anissa, that works. That works for you. Okay. All right. Stella, do you have a question for our bachelor?
Sure. What does a first date looks like for you?
First date would be probably go to Disney, because I have Disney annual passes, and probably just spend the time, at the park, or have a picnic afterwards somewhere nice.
Stella, does that sound nice to you for a first date?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Okay. All right. Jamie, do you have a question?
Yes. How tall are you, Chad?
5'10".
Thanks.
5'10". Jamie, does that work?
I mean, short kings need love too.
My Lord. Okay, we got let's go around then to the queens, because I love when people just go for those straightforward questions. Chad, have you ever been called a short king before?
No, I have not.
It's always something new. The worst we've had on the program in person, he's kind of 6'1" technically, and she said he's too short, and that went viral for obvious reasons. Jamie, what is you're Miss Pageant, so okay, you might actually be able to back it up. What is your height, Jamie?
I am currently 5'7", but when I'm in my stage heels, they are 6.5 inches. So I'm a little bit over 6 foot when I'm on stage or in my stage heels.
So would you say that without your stage heels, which you're not in, for extended periods, perhaps he's not a short king, like on the regular, or is he still a short king?
I would say still a short king. My 15-year-old son is taller than you, and so right there, he would be looking down at you literally and wonder, what are you going to do about it? There's nothing wrong with being 5'10" at all. I would say that my son's dad is about 5'11". I just tend to feel more secure unless a man's going to take up space and present himself as though he is 6 foot or taller.
Got it. Anissa, what is your height?
I am part of the tall crew. Just standing flat foot, I am 5'8". With heels, I am an easy 6 feet.
Okay. All right. Stella, your height?
I'm on the taller side.
I am also on the taller side. I am 5'9".
Oh, okay. Okay. Chad, are you willing to you're still taller than all of them, kind of, but are you willing to
Still willing to work it.
Okay. All right. Short kings are up then. Let me do my job. Let me go spicier because, like I said, we have other bachelors and I don't want to delay anything. We already kind of touched on the religious piece. So I'll flip it to the other, sometimes more spicy side, which is the politics piece. We don't have to get crazy, but it's just as important, if not more important than religion. It's kind of become a religion, especially today. Let's start with Chad. Chad, politically, one, are you open to dating someone of a different political view?
I am very
okay.
Honest.
Would you say that you're a political person?
No.
Finally, third question, and I'm trying to keep it vague so nobody gets canceled. Do you vote?
I do.
Okay. Then if y'all want to go deeper, that's up to y'all. Stella, are you a political person? Do you vote? Are you open to dating someone of a different political view?
I am a political person. Like I stated before, I am law enforcement. So sometimes those things come into play. I do vote. I make sure I vote. And I am not open to dating anyone with a different political view as me.
Oh, so they have to be aligned with you, equally yoked.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we might get into that just to make sure, because we don't want to sponsor dates if we know it's not going to work based on that religious or political piece, because most just don't work that way. Anissa, politically, are you open to dating someone of a different political view? Are you political? Do you vote?
I am political. I do vote, and I don't mind dating someone of different views as long as we're both respectful of each other's views and don't dismiss or downplay what each other thinks about that, and we just agree to disagree in a respectful way. We're not always going to agree, but that doesn't take away from the kindness of your heart, if so deep. So I'm okay with all.
All right, Miss New York, that accent, I just love it. I love that. New York. Jamie, are you a political person? Do you vote? And are you open to dating someone of a different political view?
I would not consider myself a political person. However, I do have life experiences, and especially living where I live. I'm the minority in more than one way. However, that has come into play in previous relationships where I was in a long-term relationship with someone who did have a different political opinion or stance than I had, and I thought it was fine. And then apparently that was one of the reasons that they used to end our relationship together. So at this time, I'm not open to someone with completely opposing political opinions than myself. And I'm sorry, what was your last question?
I think it was, do you vote?
Do I vote? I do vote, although sometimes I don't vote if I don't feel educated on what we're voting on at that time, if I don't feel prepared.
Understood. Okay. I think that is logical in many ways. We got to start to get to popping. Might get a little spicy, and that's okay. Does anyone, let's go person by person just to build up anticipation. Stella, how are you feeling about Chad? Are you still willing to hear from this king, or because you would technically have the balloon? So if you were in studio at Pointer Studios, you would have a balloon and a heartbreaking device, and you would decide to, oh, I just heard something. Oh, that might have been a.
Oh no, that was my dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know she brought a balloon in the back.
The only thing, because I don't mind the 5, 10, even though it is, it is really close. But like she said, short kings, But I think the more of the like skydiving, the interest is not the same. So unfortunately, I would have to pop my balloon.
Okay, I even got to say okay. Okay, all right. I want Chad's thoughts on that. Chad, you're a skydiving, kayaking brother. Do you think that Stella not doing those things, could y'all mesh well?
Probably so, honestly, because like I said, I could be a girl too. I could go to the spa. I can, I can do all that stuff. Honestly, I do like to pamper myself. I do play golf occasionally, so it's like
you're open. You're open to doing different things.
I'm open, honestly.
Okay, well, the balloon is popped, and Dr. Pointer's not in the office today, so no heart transplants today, unfortunately. Chad, based on what you've seen and heard, is Stella someone that's your type?
Probably not.
Okay. Do you have a specific reason, or it's just not?
No. I don't.
Okay. And Stella, I'll ask you the same thing. Based on what you've seen and heard, even though you weren't supposed to see him, but he wanted to show off his, his radiance. Is he someone that's your type?
Just initial attraction, no. Not a bad looking guy, but just initial attraction, no.
Okay. All right. Stella, I'm actually going to have you still stay on screen as if you were in studio again. We don't have people walk off because we want your beauty to still shine. I'm not going to ask about pops yet. I'm going to ask for more questions. I'm going to see if Chad has a question now. Let me put them up top. We're going to do it like that. Yeah, okay. Chad, do you have a question for Jamie or Anissa, or both?
Probably Jamie. What's your favorite place to travel with your son in the world?
I'm sorry, what was the last part of your question?
What's your favorite place to go to with your son to travel to?
Ooh.
If you had to pick.
Definitely.
I do have a passport, and I was like, I do love Europe too, and like Arsenal, like football, soccer too.
Okay. Definitely anywhere with a beach and an ocean. My son is also scuba certified, so anywhere where we can create more memories and go scuba diving. Anywhere where there's more culture. In the past, with my kiddo, we've traveled to Mexico together quite a bit. He's traveled to Europe with his dad. I haven't taken him to Europe yet, but I would love to go back to the motherland. I'd love to go to Africa with him. I think that would be very educational. We've also got family that's royalty in Australia and diving the Great Barrier Reef. That would be a bucket list item for both of us, I believe. So yeah, anywhere where we can go scuba diving and experience more culture. That would be more fun for my kiddo and I. He tells me all the time how much he misses Mexico because we lived there on and off for about 2 years.
Nice. I just did a trip actually with the Guy Harvey Foundation down in Fort Lauderdale.
Wow. Beautiful. We got some travelers. I want Anissa to answer that question too. Anissa, Chad was asking about traveling and stuff. Do you have a specific place you want to travel to, like to travel to?
I'm always in Miami. I frequently travel to Vegas. As far as out of the country, I haven't been yet. I'm still working on that. But as far as in a travel bug, yeah, I'm trying to get more stamps on my passport.
Absolutely. That's the way to do it. All right. I'm going to go for one. That's essential. I want to talk about marriage. Chad, have you ever been married?
No, I have not.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
In the future, yes.
Okay. Jamie, have you ever been married?
I have.
Okay. Is there a specific reason why that marriage didn't see it until death do you part?
Which one?
Oh, okay. Then let me rephrase. How many times have you been married?
I have been married twice.
Okay. Are you comfortable sharing why those didn't work, or is it?
The first marriage, I was young, the father of my son. He's an amazing man, great guy, great human. I'm lucky, thankful, and grateful to have him as, someone that I'm stuck with for the rest of my life as the father of my son. He's since remarried and has, more kids and moved on with life. My second marriage, he was 18 years older than me. And, it doesn't work out when you're roughly the same age as his daughters and his son-in-law / business partner, and they're supporting his, and I have to say alleged, so that way I don't get sued, affair with his current business partner, who's now funding his business that we started together and that I helped him start. So
okay,
that doesn't work out.
Yeah, that's a messy one.
So he left me for another woman, allegedly.
Wow. Well, I'm so sorry about that, Jamie. All right. Well, Chad wouldn't do that to you. That's the good news about Chad. He wouldn't do that to you. Anissa, I'm going to ask you the same. Have you ever been married? There we go.
Here we go. I have, but not for love. I married to help someone get their green card back when I was 18. I'm 37 now, so that was very years ago. I got a divorce when I was 22. The person did get their green card, so I'm happy about that. I'm on the fence of marriage. I'm open to a domestic partnership, and we can do that for a little bit. If we can do a domestic partnership for about 4 or 5 years where we're recognized as a couple to the government. But when it comes to marriage, because I'm polyamorous, I don't see me being married to one person. I don't see marriage in my future because I tend to be with more than one person. I don't want someone to feel like, oh, because that's my wife or because that's my husband, that I love them more or less. So I'd rather just have an even playing field for everyone.
Okay. Very valid. Okay, Chad, how do those responses work for you?
Probably none. I would be willing to get to know Jamie, and that's about it. Honestly.
Okay, so the polyamorous lifestyle wouldn't mesh well with you.
No.
Okay, so you're kind of a mutual pop then. Anissa would pop on Chad. Okay, so that's a double pop.
I mean, I was gonna pop anyway because they black men. Sorry.
Oh, you only date the brothers?
Yeah. Sorry, this cookie is only for the brothers.
Okay, all right. Dr. Umar would be very proud of you. He certainly would. All right. Now, Chad is now, obviously, Anissa is expressing you're not really her type because God didn't bless you with the melanin required. Now, Chad, is Anissa someone that's your type? Aesthetically and based on what you heard besides?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, got it. All right. Well, I'm going to have Anissa stay on stage as well, just like Stella. We're going to switch it around, and then we got Jamie and Chad still in this thing. So we're about to wrap this thing down. Jamie, do you have an essential question for Chad?
Given that I literally live across the country, would you expect me to fly to you? And would that be coming out of my pocket, or how would you see that work?
I could fly up there too. Honestly, I think the first time I would fly like to mutual. That's just me.
Okay.
And you're okay getting a hotel and all of that because you're
absolutely.
not safe.
Absolutely. I have my own car, and I have like a nice home, and I own everything. I have no payments on anything. So I'm like, I can go down to Key West. I can go to Georgia. I can do whatever I want, really.
Follow-up question, if I can, Pointer.
Yes, please.
Do you make over 6 figures a year?
I make 250 plus.
Okay.
All right. That works for you, Jamie?
Yeah. I'm just a little hung up on the height.
Oh my God.
That's it. But I understand there's some things that we can't change. I'd be open to considering. I just definitely see myself with someone that is tall. Yes.
Well, we don't want we want connections that are, of course, genuine and that where the chemistry is mutual. We don't want someone, well, you're an option because you do have another king now. Like I said, it's kind of blind. It's blind. So you're taking a risk, because if you connect, then it's time to go. If not, if you don't connect, then of course you stay for the next. So I'll just go for the essentials because we have other gentlemen that want to get going. So Chad, do you want to connect with Jamie?
Yes.
Okay. Jamie, do you want to connect with Chad?
There's a lot in common, but I'm not feeling the head over heels feelings that I would want to feel with someone that I'm like 10 toes down. This could very well be my human. But
Okay.
you're handsome. You seem very kind. You're a man of God. You seem stable. We have a lot in common. I'm just not completely sure just yet.
So I guess that means pop.
Pop.
All right. That means pop. All right. Oh no, that's the good music. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was about to play the theme song. Okay. All right, there we go. All right. Well, Chad, we appreciate you for being on the show. You are a real one. We'll be in contact too. So because we want you to find a real one, Chad. We want you to
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Bye, girls.
We appreciate you. You're a real one.
Bye,
Thank
Chad.
you, Chad. Thank you. Ladies. We're about to get our next real one on. What I want to do first is ask you about the state of dating where you are. The three of you are in different geographical locations across the country. I want to start with Anissa. Anissa, just tell me, what is date before we get our next king on. This one, ladies, I'm going to switch it up on you. We're going to make it blind. You're not going to see him, but you're going to hear him.
Dating in New York is a fashion show. If we look good together, that means we must have, best relationship. Dating in New York is really, really hard. You have a lot of people, in my perspective, who have kids, and one of my preferences is to date someone who doesn't have kids because I don't have kids. So the dating scene is very hard if it doesn't require drugs, sex, and clubs.
Yeah, I feel that, Anissa. Yes, it ain't easy. Dating ain't easy out here these days. Stella, what's dating like for you in Miami?
Yes. Dating dating in Miami is literally what anybody would expect. It's a lot of tricking, a lot of just having sex and, just money. It's a lot of money in Miami. So, if you're cute, you're getting invited on a yacht or you're getting invited into the section. So that's what it is. Miami is not really like a dating city. I don't recommend anyone to date in Miami unless you're looking for love. But yeah, and if you do find love, then, that's good. But yeah, the men here, they're very head over heels for women. They like to spoil. So a lot of Floridians, that's what we're used to, So yeah, that's what it is in Miami.
Okay. Let's end out with Jamie in Idaho. What's dating like in Idaho?
Well, have you seen the movie Get Out?
Oh, yeah. Changed my life. Yeah. Yes.
After watching that movie, it has completely changed my dating perspective in Idaho.
That's good.
There are certainly limited options here in Idaho. Yeah, I'm
kind of tough.
I stay inside because there is nothing in these streets.
Yeah, it's not easy out there. What just for Jamie specifically, because New York makes sense, Miami makes sense. What led you? Did you grow up in Boise?
Boise. So it's pronounced Boy-SEE, Boise. If you say it as Boise, we know you're not from here. So Boise. I have been here for about 14 years. My first husband, we were in St. Louis. We took a voluntary transfer promotion with his firm. Since being here, we grew apart and I was young and, we divorced. I met my second husband, remarried, obviously 18 years older than me. That story played out as it did. But I'm here because my son is here until he graduates in about 3 years.
Okay. Let's get our next king on. I'm excited. Thank you, ladies. I always like to gauge the temperature of dating. We're going to do it blind this time. So I got a brother on right here. Okay, Papa Law, how you doing? If he's there. K-Pop, are you there? Hello? I saw you unmute, and then unmute. Can't hear you. maybe K-pop, you can call out and call back in. Yeah, that might be good if you log out and then log back in.
Okay, so he texted me. He said he can hear us and he is talking, but we can't hear him.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, K-pop. So K-pop, I am, but I don't think. Okay, make sure you're not on Safari. Safari is not sponsoring us. Safari's not the
Yes.
best. So if you go Google Chrome, Firefox, he's on Chrome. Wow. I'd hate to say
Make
try
sure make sure that you accept all of the permission to allow your mic and your video. Because if you don't, then it will obviously block your sound. But try to do what he said. Come back in, come back out, and allow all of the permission of it.
He logged out. Thank you, Anissa. Let's see if that works.
He said he's going to. He said he's going to refresh right now.
Yeah, I see the chat. Thank you. Let's see if he can get back in for the win. And then we got another Bachelor coming up. Okay, thank you, ladies. We're having a good time getting to know. I want to get y'all a king. And the beauty is, if you entered, as the three of you did, your IG as your name, we get more matches off the show than on the show, as you can imagine. We only have a limited time on the show. But outside, we had a queen who almost complained that she had too many men reach out. And then a king, actually, who ended somewhat of a friendship with his dear pointer over so many women reaching out. And he thought we were going to pay for every single date. I said, I didn't know 120 women were. That's just out of the budget. You got to go to ABC and the Bachelor for that. So he logged out. So okay, you know what? We don't have much time. Let's just get our other Bachelor in. So we'll keep that blind, and then maybe that Bachelor that calls back in, we'll switch it like that. Okay. Well, he just came back in. Special Bachelor. Give me a second. Let's get K-pop. K-pop, can you hear us? Can we hear you? I can hear. Okay, so you can hear us, but we can't. Okay, maybe it's a mic permission, like Anissa was saying. K-pop, we're gonna try to get you to figure that out. I don't know if you want to maybe use a different device if you have it, because you've been patient. We definitely want you to be a part. So we're gonna have our other Bachelor come on. The mic settings just aren't working. Okay, well, you try to get that working, and then we'll have you back on after this next Bachelor. So we love you, and we hope you can get on. Okay, let's get our next king in for the win. Kind sir, can you hear us? Special Bachelor. Special Bachelor. Hello. Dang. I think they're trying to talk too. Special Bachelor in the chat. I was working fine for chat. I don't know. Special Bachelor, type in the chat. Let's see. Special Bachelor. I bet he can hear us. Uh-oh. Okay, he logged out too. Man, the brothers. Okay, this might represent dating in some ways. Okay, we got the white guys stepping up, but some of the kings. I didn't say color. Anyway, Anyway, we gotta help. Our brothers need help. Let me see if K-pop, can we hear you? Mic settings still. Man, what's going on with the brothers, man? Okay, let's see. Special Bachelor, come on. Can we hear you? Special Bachelor.
Yes, can you hear me?
All right. Special Bachelor, we're so happy. Look, the ladies are clapping for you. We love to see it. I want you to share. We're going to go a little different. Now, since it's blind, we got to make it a little more mysterious. So, ladies, I'm going to refrain from asking about some details, and you're going to help me just for a little. Essentials are still essentials, but let's act like, it's all about the heart. And I want you to share where you're located, what you do, and what you like to do for fun, Bachelor.
So I'm located in Los Angeles, California. Right now I work as a teacher and I also work in entertainment.
Okay, fantastic. What are some things that make you a real one, kind sir?
Again, loyalty, honesty. I'm very transparent. I'm big on emotional intelligence. Big on just having those intellectual conversations. But most importantly, I'm just big on just making sure that communication is key.
Okay. What are some qualities you're looking for in a real one? You see these three beautiful queens here. What are some qualities you'd like them to that makes them that makes them special?
Well, at the end of the day, there's only going to be one of us. There's never going to be a double us. So as long as they're just truthful, honest, trustworthy, committed, most importantly, they're just willing to be my biggest fan in anything that I do, vice versa. I think those are some good qualities that make, a relationship go a long way.
Absolutely. Okay, Bachelor. What are some things that would make you pop the balloon in a relationship?
Again, if you don't have emotional intelligence, transparency, or even confidence in yourself, that's a big thing for me.
Confidence is key. What do you like to do for fun?
I do a lot of acts of service, so I work with a lot of. Sorry, I work for a lot of nonprofit organizations, so I do help feed like the homeless. I do help with people who are not able to fund their own groceries, so I do help with a grocery giveaway every Friday. We do serve underserved communities. I do like to cook. I like to karaoke. I write music, so I definitely like to sing things like that. But yeah, very adventurous.
Awesome. Okay, they love adventure. I got to ask, now this is an essential. Do you have
Yeah.
your passport?
Actually, it's crazy you just said it because I'm actually working to leave to Japan soon, so I just recently just got it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I think that's good news, ladies. If he ain't got no stamps, give him a chance. He's about to go to Japan. Okay. Kind sir, do you have a question? Well, I asked them so many essentials already. I don't know if you heard some of the responses, but we don't want to double up quite yet. So I'm going to see if you have a question you'd like to ask these three lovely ladies to get to know them.
I didn't really hear everybody where they're from earlier, so if I could see where everybody's from.
Yeah. I'll have them share. Ladies, just give a quick intro to this Bachelor. Real short, real sweet. Stella, would you kick us off?
Yes. Hi, good afternoon. I am Stella. I'm 22. I'm from Miami, the 305.
Okay.
Correctional officer, soon to be police officer, and I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
We. Lil Wayne, I'm sorry.
I know that song. Don't worry about it. I'm with you. I know the
Okay,
song.
good. Okay. Jamie, give our special Bachelor just a little intro.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I live in Boise, Idaho. I am almost 40. I am a single mom to a giant 15-year-old. I'm also a dog mom to Charles Joseph Bartholomew II, but his friends call him Chuck. I'm an adventurous entrepreneur, currently serving as a pageant coach.
Okay, she's in Gym City. Okay.
Okay. And then Anissa.
Hi, I'm Anissa. I'm 37, and you can tell from my accent, I'm from New York.
All right.
Um, I'm a Sagittarius or terrorist, however y'all want to say it. I hear bad things about Sag, but we're good people. I am a former special education teacher. I'm currently a loctician. I do everything that requires of hair, and I also have 4 dogs.
Okay.
All right.
A lot of dog moms, huh?
I was about to say, Stella, do you have a dog?
Yes, I do. I have a 6-month Dogo Argentina.
Okay.
And yeah, she's beautiful. She's deaf, but yeah, she's a wonderful dog.
Beautiful. Okay. Wow. Well, Bachelor, are you a dog lover?
I am actually. I used to have a multi poodle, so I recently gave her away. She's still a baby. I didn't really have time to take care of her because I'm always busy. So I gave her away to somebody for their birthday. So.
Okay. You didn't have time for that baby. You're going to have time for one of these babies. Is that correct?
Well, those aren't babies. Those are queens right there. Those are queens.
Okay, well, they'd be your baby, though. You get the queen energy, but she's still your baby. You got to.
Of course. Of course.
You'll find a way.
Of
Okay.
course.
Ladies, now remember, it's blind. I can't say specific 3 words or Netflix, but they need to sponsor us. Does anyone have a question just about the contents of the heart, the content of the character? Let's start with Stella. Stella, do you have a question for this king?
Yes. So I'm sorry, I didn't get the age, and then I did hear that you said you like to sing. Is it okay if we can hear a little something?
We're keeping the age.
Oh my God.
We're keeping the age on the down low.
Okay.
Yes. But yeah, he's getting put on blast to see what the vocals are like.
You want me to sing is what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see what I got for him, Pointer. What I got? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? That's all you get from me.
All right. Stevie would be proud. Stevie can't see you either, but he can hear you, and he's proud of you.
Oh man.
Forgive me for that one. All right, Stella, that was okay. Okay, he heard you got some pipes. Okay. Jamie, do you have a question about the content of his character? Something that would get to know him on a deeper level?
I'm just kind of digesting everything that was shared, and that he likes to give back to the community. He's active in his community. He's a teacher. He's also an entertainer. He writes music, obviously sings. With singing and writing music, what instruments do you play?
Well, vocals is a big part, and I do play the drums.
Okay. Little drummer boy. Okay. Anissa, do you have a question for this king?
Yeah. How is your relationship with your family?
Ooh.
Fantastic. I mean, my mom, my parents, everybody, they support me in pretty much everything that I do. You know, I moved here to California at the age of 18 by myself. No one knew that I left home. I just left on my own. I felt like it was time to go, and they respected that. So I definitely go back and see them every chance that I get during the holidays, during the holidays like 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Sometimes I just go on one day and I just be like, I'm just coming home, and they're like, okay. So relationship's good.
And tell them where you're from. What state?
I'm in Los Angeles, California.
But tell them where you're from. Like
Originally I'm from Delaware.
From Delaware, the state that started a nation. That's what they say.
Let's go.
Believe. All right. Very interesting. Let me do my job and ask more essentials. Ladies, I already asked you. I want to ask this bachelor the religious piece, because it's come up multiple times. So I want you to share your religious background, where you are now spiritually. How does that dynamic work for you?
So I was raised non-denominational, if you know what that is. So that means we accept all religions, whether you're Buddhist, Jewish, whatever you believe in, we do accept you. So I was raised in a Christian home. I'm also a PK kid, if you know what PK stands for. So I'm definitely one of those. Right now, I work as a choir director at church too as well. So I'm very spiritual. God is always number one in my life. God's always first, family second, everything comes third. If I was married, it'd be God first, wife second, and then family third. But I'm big on spirituality. Like I said, again, I don't judge people for who they are. At the end of the day, only purpose that can judge us is God.
Okay. All right. Very good, Tupac. I want to go for the politics. I think we're ready for it. I think, unless let's make it light. We'll go. That was a heavy one. We'll go light, and then we'll go back to heavy. Let's go for love languages. I want everybody to share their love language. How do they like to be loved? Let's start with the bachelor, and then we'll go to the queens.
My love language?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my biggest love languages are acts of service, of course. I do like to serve the community. Acts of service is a big one. And just quality time. I'm big on that. Just, asking each other how our day is going, how our day could have went better, what I could do better as a person, or what I could do better as a partner. So I'm big on those two things.
Beautiful. Let's go to Anissa. Anissa, your love languages. How do you like to be loved? She thinks.
at that question only because I feel like all of it should be a well balanced.
It's a great answer. Yeah.
I'm not too big on gift giving, because sometimes thoughtful gifts doesn't mean a purchase. Sometimes you could make me a card versus buying me a card. So like I mentioned earlier, I'm crafty, so I would love for my man to make like origami flowers for me and stuff like that. So the acts of actually buying stuff for me and as showing like, oh, I love you and I bought this and I want to buy it for you, that's like the last of it. But everything outside of that is like words of affirmation, pretty much words of affirmation, because I'm a sapiosexual, so you have to turn me on mentally before everything else. So if you turn me on or you don't physically stimulate my mind, anything else that you do, it's not going to lie with me.
Okay. So would you say that the physical piece, as you kind of already expressed earlier, but the king might have not heard, the physical piece doesn't weigh as much. You care more about, can they stimulate the conscience? Okay. On a deeper metaphysical, not metaphysical, but you know what I'm saying.
I get it.
Jamie, your love language or language is, how do you like to be loved?
I'm not going to say no to gifts ever. But definitely my 1 and 2 would be quality time and acts of service. Of course, I love being told that words of affirmation by the person that I truly care about versus just some random guy in my DMs. That gets very tiresome after a while. And I would definitely love to hear that from the person that I'm with. So occasionally words of affirmation, gifts, but 1 and 2 are definitely going to be acts of service and quality time.
Fantastic.
No particular order for those 2.
Okay. Stella, how do you like to be loved?
I'm definitely heavy on words of affirmation. I love it when a man can speak existence to life. Is in the tongue. I believe in that. So, if you have someone that can just communicate with you, someone that's intellectual and emotionally intellectual, then, you can have that conversation. You can sit, you can talk about anything. So, yeah, words of affirmation for sure.
Beautiful. All right. Special Bachelor, how are those responses resonating with you?
All of them fit perfectly.
Okay, we got 3 lovely ladies on this wonderful, spectacular event. Let's go for a spicy one, and then I'm going to have to start narrowing some things, and then a grand reveal will be made. If we get to a one-on-one, that's when height and age and things like that don't always have to matter, but they do because we have the right to our preference. But we'll get there. We'll be strategic. So politics. Kind sir, politics can make or break a relationship. Are you a political person? Do you vote? And are you open to someone of differing political views?
I'm not really big on politics. I'm really not. I mean, my mom and dad are Republicans, but I'm not really big on it. When it comes to voting, I'm one of those ones, if I like what I hear and I feel like you're going to do what you're going to do, then I'll vote for you. But as far as politics go, I'm not really heavy on it. I'm not like a super fan or super freak on it. If you have a certain side that you're on, I respect your side, but I won't debate with you on that.
Okay. All right. Seems like that answer may be okay with the ladies. This is a roundtable question. Then we're going to start to get a little more specific. I already asked the ladies. Bachelor, have you ever been married?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me go for the kids question. Now, Anissa Anissa, hit your mic for me because I'm going to ask you. You said you have no children.
I have no children.
Would you like to have children in the future?
I'm on the fence only because medically it's hard for me to carry. So I would need a man who is okay with doing like an alternative way of me getting pregnant or find an alternative way to have a family. I grew up in a group home system, so giving back to the misfortunate children is very important to me. I'm becoming a foster mom, although I biologically don't have none. So it's very important that my partner understands that because of my medical condition, it will be very hard for me to conceive. So I just need someone that's strong enough to go through those processes with me, IVF, things of that nature. So, yeah.
Okay, very good. Jamie, you do have one. Well, you're going to say 2, but 1 biological human.
Yes, I've got 1 giant 15-year-old and obviously the dog, which is my other son. My other son, he's a hairy human. So I've got 2, but I do not foresee myself having any more children. I am done. So okay. Unless you already have children and you're bringing them into the relationship, even then still, I would have to see about the ages because I'm almost an empty nester. So,
and you like that?
It's kind of a big deal.
You like that? Let me ask you this, Jamie. Not that obviously this doesn't apply to our bachelor, as I've already asked, but how many children would you be open to your potential future man having?
Oh, that is a great question. It certainly depends on the ages of the children. I mean, if we're talking about like a starting basketball team of 5 kids and they're ranging from like 5 to 15, probably not for me. But if they are like middle school to high school, I would be open to that. Yeah.
Okay. Understood. Okay, there we go. Stella's back. Stella, we didn't get to ask you, do you have any children?
No, I don't have any children.
Okay. Would you like to have children in the future?
Yes, absolutely. I want to have kids in the future for sure.
How many? You want a starting lineup? You want a basketball team?
Yes, I want a basketball team. 7. No, I'm just joking.
Hey.
No, I'll do 4. 4.
Oh my God.
For me.
4. Okay, hey, 4 works. I love how Michael put it. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. But if you can feed them, then hey, okay, have the baby and be a great parent and feed them not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally, all those things. He didn't go that deep, but we know. All right, I'm just gonna start to narrow this thing down with the limited knowledge you ladies have about this king. Let's start with Anissa. Anissa, how are you feeling about what you know about this king? Do you have a question you'd like to ask him, an essential, but not about physical?
Okay. What made you go into teaching? Because I am a teacher and I've been a teacher since my early 20s. I got the chance to deal with special education kids. So whenever I hear someone is a teacher, it just goes from my heart because it shows that you have a heart for others and that you want to, share that love and things of that nature. So what made you dabble into the teacher field?
Well, there's 2 reasons. The first reason is my little sister, she is autistic. And having to help her on a day-to-day basis, going to the same school, just making sure, she got through her day, there was no bullying going on, but also helping her with her schoolwork. Me and her, we're twins. We just have a love connection that's just deeper than just our blood. So that just really made me want to be a teacher. But also me growing up, not having the best behavior in school and people not really understanding me because I had ADHD or ADD. I felt like I was an outcast. I felt like I was not wanted or I was just useless. And I know a lot of kids nowadays in school, when it comes to work or it comes to any kind of activity, they don't want to be singled out. And I want to help those kids who feel that they're singled out know that they're no different than the next person. Most importantly, we're all created equally. We're all the same. If we cut each other, we still bleed red. So I definitely want to give kids an opportunity to understand that just because somebody says you're different, it's a mind over matter thing. You can choose to be different because somebody tells you, but you can be the same if you just put in the same amount of work as everybody else.
Thank you for that answer. Thank you.
No problem. My pleasure.
All right. Jamie, do you have an essential question about based on what you've heard about this wonderful gentleman?
So you shared that you were raised in a non-denominational church.
Yes.
Excuse me. Would you be open to changing churches or going to a different Christian church?
Like I said again, I'm open up to any religion. Like I said, I don't judge people's religions. At the end of the day, we all believe that there's somebody up there looking after us, and that's really what matters. That's the big part.
So that was a yes?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay.
Because Jamie, you're not speaking to a different faith or belief per se. You're speaking to a different denomination, perhaps. Are you speaking to,
yes, still Christian,
Pentecostal,
yes.
Baptist? Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm still Christian. I'm still Christian. With the church that we just go to is just non-denominational, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Stella, do you have a question for this king?
Yes. So you mentioned previously that you moved to California, and that you do songwriting and stuff of that sort. Are you in California permanently? Is that something you're doing? Dreams? Are you willing to relocate, or what's?
As of right now, because I am deep into acting out here too as well, moving is not bad for me. It's just I got to still travel back and forth because again, being an actor, you too as well, you got to kind of travel to different places. It's not just LA every day. It's New York. It's New Orleans. It's everywhere. So I'm open to moving. I've been here about 9 years, so it's about time to pick up and move somewhere else anyway. But yeah, it's definitely an option.
All right. Well, ladies, I'm going to go for it. You would have the balloons in this setting. Now, if you're just loving it so far and you know what's working and rocking, then I can't force you to pop, but you would. So let's swing it right back to Stella. Stella, based on what you've heard of this king, would you like to get to know more?
Yes, he sounds like a good gentleman.
Okay. All right. Jamie, based on what you've heard, would you like to hear more?
I am going to pop my balloon.
Okay. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. Now, Jamie, tell us why you are popping.
I have a master's degree in secondary education. I have so much respect for our teachers. However, I know that the compensation for our teachers in this country is not where it needs to be or where it should be. And also being dedicated to the your art and your craft of entertainment. I just don't foresee myself at this time being with someone who's still working to be established in entertainment versus already being established in the entertainment industry and field.
Don't get me wrong, I am established. I do movies. I've been in plenty of movies, so I am established in that part. So don't get that wrong.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
You seem very kind, very generous, and very handsome. I'm not sure if you're over 6 foot or not.
All right. Would that have made a difference? Would that have made, because like we're keeping everything under wraps, but if it was 6'6", 270 pounds of pure chocolate, would that have been like, dang, let me unpop? Dr. Pointer, where you at?
I definitely would take things into consideration a little bit more.
Jamie. Oh, Jamie. Okay.
Look,
all right.
the Lord's still working on me. Okay.
You have the right to your preference. And
Most
that is
definitely.
all right. Special Bachelor, based on what you saw of this lovely lady and heard from her, is she someone that's your type?
Absolutely, very gorgeous. I've been to the Gym City a couple of times, so a lot of people don't know a lot about Idaho. So I've been there a couple of times. I actually have a family member that lives there, so you're about like 2 hours away from me flying. So,
Yes.
you know.
And we're actually the Gym State, not the Gym City.
Oh, excuse me.
It's okay. No
She
worries.
got it. She gonna check you. She gonna check you. All right.
Hey,
Jamie,
I'll
I
take
want to
that. You
stay
got
in.
it. You got it. You got it.
We got another king, Jamie. So you're gonna stay on camera and you can just show off your pageantry beauty. And let's swing it to Anissa. Anissa, based on what you've heard from this wonderful gentleman, are you still wanting to hear more?
I just really want to learn and hear more, so I'm going to keep my balloon on top.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go for essentials. We got one more king because I can't go over 2 hours. So I only got like 40 some more minutes. So we got one more king, though, that y'all will want to hear from. So let me see if the Bachelor has a question for these two lovely ladies.
I have one for Stella.
Okay.
So my dad was a correction officer for 20 years. Do you like it, love it? Is that what you want to stay in, or is there like a dream career that you want to be in?
So as I stated previously, I will be switching over to policing.
Okay.
I also have a degree in mass communication and journalism. So
Okay.
I hope to retire in law enforcement and then pursue my career in what I got my degree in.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know her name. It just says Locks.
I'm sorry, it's Anissa.
Anissa. Okay, Anissa. What do you do?
So I'm a jack of all trades, but right now I'm a loctician. I master in locks, so I do everything that maintains crocheting, interlocking, sister locking, things of that nature. And I'm also a former special education teacher. And right now I'm in the midst of working in a group home and doing a few things back into the system that I came from. So, but I definitely would say, yeah, I'm just a master loctician for the moment.
So you work with hair.
Yes, I work with hair. Yes, I do locks. I braid,
Okay.
things of that nature. Yes, I've been doing hair for 25 years.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
All
awesome.
right.
Good skill.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, and I am licensed in it. I have a licensed barber. I'm a licensed barber as well as a natural styling license. I do not have a cosmetology license. I don't need one because I have the other 2 licenses that I have.
You said a barber?
Yes, I'm a licensed barber.
I just want you to say it again because the New York accent. I don't know.
You set her up. How you gonna set Anissa up like that?
I don't know what it is about people with accents, but I like when people like say words that we wouldn't say, generally.
The host
Yeah,
clocked
it's the
my
accents.
York the minute I got here. He was like, "Yeah." Okay, y'all can hear it.
Love it. Let me check. So really quick, Bachelor. Of course, you're still on. I just need to check this one gentleman's mic. But I think is picking the mic. I turned it off. Okay, let me see. K-pop, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Wow.
Okay, keep holding tight then. Okay, keep holding tight. Okay, perfect. All right, ladies. So we're gonna narrow it down because I don't have much more time because I want to give that king enough time too. Let's do it. Gosh, any final questions? Bachelor, do you have well, no, let me go to the ladies. Stella, do you have a question for this king? An essential, and then after he chooses one, then that's the grand reveal where we get some of those essential 6'6", 270 chocolate that we'll cry over.
I'm sorry, doctor. Go ahead.
No, you're good, Stella.
So I did hear previously that you were really, really close with your family. You also stated that your parents are Republicans. I am a very strong Democrat.
Yeah.
Do you think that will, how do you think that will, merge? Do you think it will be a conflict of that sort, or what do you think?
My parents aren't like, how do I want to say it? They are not MAG because they don't really like MAG. So if that's what you're saying, but they're not really big on people's politics. They believe in what they believe in, but they'll never judge somebody else for what they believe in. They just don't. That's not what they do. You'll be okay.
That works, Stella. Okay. Anissa, a final question for this king.
I don't have that at the moment. I think I'm very. I like to keep a little curiosity.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to, once Stella's camera's back on, we're going to go for an essential bit of information that could determine a relationship. And we're going to go with age. Age can, for some, be a very important popper. So once Stella's camera is back on, well, maybe she can hear. And if not, I can repeat it quickly since it's just 2 digits. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Stella. Okay. Bachelor, would you like to share your age with these lovely ladies?
30.
He is 30. So there's a little bit of you're kind of in the middle. Now, Stella, you're 22. And then Anissa, you're 37. So Anissa, I know you're a sapiosexual. Does age play a part? Mainly, of course, that at 30, 37. Does that play a part for you when dating?
If you could, I would say yes, only because I don't want to feel like I'm raising a child or I'm raising someone, or it starts to feel like a teen moment versus a relationship moment. I have dated younger before, like I have dated a 22-year-old before, and I try not to think about the age because maturity is everything. But
Exactly.
I realize because I have more experience in life, it starts to feel like I'm like big sister or things of that nature. So I would prefer 25 and older, but I have no issues with anyone who is 21 as long as your maturity is there and you have a set stand of good head on your shoulders. I've met some 22-year-olds who cars, cribs, good careers, degrees, and maturity levels. So I never knock the age, but I would like someone to sit at the bar with. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm like.
That's all. That's it. That's all.
All right. Well, I think that's good news for the Bachelor. So Anissa's cool with that. Stella, you're a little younger than 30. Would you be open to dating someone that's older than you, 8 years?
Yes, definitely. I feel like around that age is perfect for me. I like 25 on up. I try not to date anybody my age or under me because you know how it is. But yeah, so
they're not ready.
Yeah, they're not ready for it. So I got to get somebody a little more seasoned.
A little more, just a little. Okay. Well, if we don't have any other final questions, then I might reveal what some ladies believe is the most important piece of the dating puzzle, which is interesting. But let me see. Bachelor, do you like? Of course, they're okay with you. Obviously, are you okay with them? Are you feeling both of these lovely ladies?
Say it one more time. I didn't hear you. Kind of breaking up. You're robotic.
Are you feeling both of these lovely ladies?
So far, yeah.
Well, it's about time to make a decision now. So if they aren't going to make a decision, you are going to make a decision, and then I will reveal, of course, your height, as it's so important to so many, and then you will show yourself. But let me see if you are Stella. You'd like to go to the end. Would you like to see what this king looks like and find out his height?
Yes.
Okay. Anissa, would you like to go to the end and find out this gentleman's height and
I love short kings. I have no issues with that. I love short kings. He can be short, he can be tall. Right now, he's stimulating my brain. So, yeah.
All right. Well, are you the same way, Stella? Does height play a part for you?
I've definitely dated. I've dated someone that was 5 feet. So
Wow.
if you tick the right boxes, then we can make some arrangements.
Oh, we got two queens willing to make it work, and Jamie's down there just smiling like, not me.
Like I always tell everybody, I think I'm going. So I feel like I'm the sugar honey iced tea. You feel me? So yeah, I'm good.
Oh, all right. Well, Bachelor, I want you to share your height with these lovely ladies.
So I am 5'5".
5'5". 5'5". Okay. Anissa's smiling, biting the tongue a little, so I guess she's extra happy or extra okay with that. Stella, how does that work for you?
That's fine.
All right. Well, before he reveals how he looks,
got me over here holding my breath.
I mean, I never know. So now then, Bachelor, you're gonna have to make that decision of
That's a tough decision, honestly.
It is.
Honestly, Pointer, out of all the girls that you've had on here, these are probably one of the toughest 3. I'm gonna tell you right now. These probably the toughest.
It only gets better
3.
and better. His name is Daryl, ladies. By the way, his name is Daryl. His mom didn't name him Special Bachelor, believe it or not, even though he is. But his mama named him Daryl. So Daryl, you're gonna have to make a decision, my brother, because I got one more king and he's got to get rolling. What you doing,
man? I feel like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire right now.
Yes, can I insert one thing, and this to kind of maybe make him have a better choice?
Sure.
Okay.
How are you or big women? I am not skinny. I am not on the petite side or anything like that. I am 250 pounds of 5'9". So I'm a large woman. I am very voluptuous and I am curvy.
Mm-hmm.
So if consider a BBW, but I'm not your preference. I just want to say it's okay. But I just need to know because some men are not into voluptuous women.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like Craig said. Big girls need love too. Come on now.
And to just further justify his point, since he's in Los Angeles and we are based in Los Angeles, this man fought his way out for the BBW edition, the plus size edition, and he fought for his plus size queen. But unfortunately, some were not of the mindset of Anissa and Stella. They were more like Jamie and said, "Hey, if you're under 6'5",
vertically challenged, you're no good."
Jamie, I'm gonna leave you alone. I just 5'10". I was like 5'10". Not that I'm 5'10", but I always try to stick up for all my players. All right, Daryl, you got to make a decision. It's prime time. You have to make a decision. What are you gonna do? And if you don't make it in 10, then I'm gonna just kick you out and get my next thing.
It was a tough decision.
Let me help.
I'm gonna have to go ahead.
Okay, no, never mind.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say with the distance. I was gonna say you're in Los Angeles. I'm in New York to Miami. You're kind of like it's like a V. Where you are, you can either go down or up. Kind of like an equal distance, I bet, for the most part.
And I'm a traveler. I don't have no kids, so I could up and go.
Ooh. I will say, you know what? Thank you for that, Anissa, too. Not that this has to do with that directly, but Daryl, I don't know if you heard earlier, Anissa's lifestyle. Anissa lives a polyamorous lifestyle. She's practicing monogamy currently, but, she couldn't include sister, well, not Becky, because she only does black, but sister Antonisha, or she might get anyway. So, Daryl, how does that work for you? Could you be with someone that is polyamorous?
Again, like I said, I don't judge people. I don't really have a comment for that. I don't judge people. People live their lives the way they live their lives. I don't judge people. I don't have a comment for that.
So my other thing is the distance, like I said. Oh, okay.
Well, you know me. Anytime I don't care about traveling. You've seen me before travel to places to meet somebody, so I don't have an issue with that. Just because of the time, I'm going to have to go with. I'm going to have to go with Stella.
So you're choosing Stella.
Yeah.
So you're popping on Anissa. Okay, you're popping on the BBW.
Sorry.
All right. No, hey, you have to make a decision. You're a real one, and Anissa appreciates that. She's a real one too. She's from New York. I don't have to say anything else.
I used to live in New York. I used to live on 42nd in Manhattan. So
okay,
I understand.
Tell us why you're popping so we can narrow this down.
Just because I had no choice. You had to narrow it down. That's really all it was. It wasn't
my fault.
anything.
You're blaming me.
Yeah.
Me. Okay.
I'm blaming you this time.
Part of the job. Okay. Anissa, he was someone that was your type. Okay, you said yeah, you're muted, but okay, you're good. Oh, okay.
Sorry, yes, he definitely was somebody my type. Like I said, I like short kings. I like that he's a educator at first. I love that he's open to the different religious aspect of people because as well, I'm not a huge religious person. I'm more spiritual. So I like that he was well-rounded and well-grounded to kind of say, what's the difference and what's the opportunity. So yeah, he intrigued me.
Beautiful. And Daryl obviously was a tough choice for you. She was your type.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're not going to delay anything else. We got one more king, and then we're ready to go. Daryl, show yourself. Stella has earned it, and the other two queens. Maybe we just want to see.
I don't think they ready though. I don't think they ready.
Well, they. Anissa made it clear she loves black men. So there is your black king. Let's see. Stella's clapping. Oh, and if her phone fell over, she was clapping so much. Daryl, you won tonight.
I did. I won tonight.
Okay.
Yes, that's
okay. Stella is aesthetically now, and maybe you can do like a pointer pose, Daryl, and show all that she's working with at a staggering 5.
You want me to do the pointer cam, huh?
Yeah, the pointer pose, show.
Pointer cam, something like.
Okay,
something
you got the fresh jeans on. Okay. Okay, full head of hair. That just like me, so that's a green flag for sure. Stella, is he someone that's your type?
He's handsome.
The awkward pause just killed everything.
Keep it real. It's called the real one.
Pause killed everything.
It's called the real one.
Oh man.
Stella?
No. All seriousness, you're not a bad looking guy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
If you're a man of what you said you are, then I'm really excited for the first date.
Oh, that look at that.
Oh,
so you
my
thought,
God.
Daryl, you thought. She took it.
Yeah.
So my final question is: do both of you feel it could be a real one connection? Do you want to connect?
Absolutely.
Stella?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're gonna clap it up. White people are clapping for me.
He said white people are clapping for me. Crazy.
Those are anytime I can do that, I feel so good. Okay, well, what's gonna happen is I am going to send a little moolah Daryl's way, and then Stella, make sure on Instagram you get your info to us because we want to help sponsor a little something. I ain't paying for a flight ticket now. The budget ain't allowed.
Don't worry about that. I got that covered. You don't got to worry about that. I got that covered.
Look at that. See, he may not be 6 feet, but he's standing on 6 figures, maybe 7. So
money gonna be 6 feet.
If you standing on the money, it shouldn't. All right, a Negro surgery. He knows. All right, I'm gonna escort y'all out. Daryl, her Instagram is Stella.Capri, as you see it presented there.
Yeah,
so slide in the DMs immediately.
Most definitely.
Slide in them DMs. Talk to that.
Right after I log off. Man.
Okay, I'm gonna log y'all off now. Congratulations, you two. We're happy for you.
Appreciate you.
Ladies.
All right, we got one more. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Daryl. I'm gonna just have him clap one more time.
Have fun on your day.
I'm just so happy for him. I'm just so happy. All right, ladies, we got one more. We're gonna keep this one quick. I guess to keep it extra quick, ladies, you'd want to see what he looks like out the gate. Is that correct, or do you want a little more blind love?
I'm not a physical person for real, so I don't mind if it's blind. But I mean, yeah, I would like for us to be blind. So that they
already
but they already know what we look like. I know. But I would just say it would have been really nice for one of us to have been blind, and then we see them, so that way they're not going off of just our appearance. Because Jenny, she's gorgeous woman over there, gorgeous. So is Stella. But just to give it an even fair play, so that men could just hear our brain and not see our beauty for a second. Because, like I said, I am a brain person.
And the beauty, Stella, we've had people like Daryl, who you just saw. He was on multiple times. You'll be back unless you connect with this real one right now.
I'll be back.
No, but I want you to get a real one. So I don't want you back in terms of I'm happy that you're back, but I'm happy that you're back if you need to be back. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get a real one though. Okay, final king. Jamie, do you want to see the king first on, or do you want to?
I am a physical person. I have to be physically attracted to you, or it's just a no-go.
I'm gonna crack it in half. How about this? I'm gonna crack it in half, and I agree with that. God gave us eyes for a reason. He made beauty for a reason. Not everything is beautiful, unfortunately. So He made possums for whatever reason. They're not beautiful. I'm sorry, y'all. I got traumatized by a possum. So I'm gonna do half and half. Okay, you're not gonna see him for half, but I'm not going to delay it long because we only have about at most like 20 some more minutes. So K-pop, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
I can hear you.
I'm like running off of a second computer, and I have not used this since they had to stare at me while I took a test from a proctored exam. So
wow. Well, I'm happy to have you here, my brother. I'm happy to have you here. Why don't you share with us? We're going to keep it a little private, and then later on, we're going to actually just give it. You're going to reveal yourself and all that information that's so pertinent for some. But why not share your name, where you're located, and what you do?
My name is Tyrone, and I'm in Minnesota. And when you message me, I'm studying for the bar. So I'm dying. And this is a really great break. And I was like, oh my God, Pointer actually messaged me. That's hilarious. Let's get it.
Thank you. No, and yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't manage. People think I manage those things. I can't manage all those platforms and all that. But we definitely have. I got hired somebody else. Had to fire some and hire some. So I'm glad we could have Tyrone. Call Tyrone. Erica, shout out to you. Now, Tyrone, tell us what makes you a real one.
Oh man. Well, I feel like my friends call me the Dos Equis guy. I like am very curious about pretty much experience anything within boundaries and good things. And I think that whatever I've envisioned, I've been able to make happen in my life. And so now I am focused on law. And it's funny, I didn't know this show was actually on Netflix. I used to design their movie titles.
Wow.
And not all of them, of course, but like some big ones.
Yeah. Well, wow, Tyrone. Yeah, we may have to stay in contact. That's fantastic. What qualities are you looking for? You see two beautiful queens here. What qualities are you looking for in your future boo thing?
Kindness, loyalty, and like a mentality that's like an achiever mentality, but
Absolutely.
not at the expense of other people.
Valid. Okay. What are some things, Tyrone, that would make you pop the balloon? Things you wouldn't tolerate in a relationship?
Definitely drug use. Treating your mom poorly, unless you have good reason for it. I'll hear it out. But those are the two deal breakers.
Now, we do have to specify you are in Minnesota. We have Boise is not very anyway. And then New York, definitely some drug action happening there. What kind of drugs are we talking? Are we talking just the devil's lettuce, or are we going deeper into things that would destroy your personhood?
I guess if we're talking about like non-regulated or regulated type things, if someone drinks appropriately or smokes weed, I don't have an issue, or vapes. But yeah, if you're on hard stuff, that is anything else. That's a no. That's a straight no.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, because we have had people confess on the show their use of Scarface's favorite substance and things like that, and I'm like, I wasn't expecting that, but people are real on this show. What can I say? People are real. Finally, what do you like to do for fun, Tyrone?
I like to play guitar. I don't have much time for that. I like to make clothes too. So actually, I've been on tour with Lenny Kravitz. He's dope as hell.
Whoa!
And I make clothes right now for this guy that's in 21 Pilots. He's also cool. His name's Skylar. And because I know we have a boxing fan in here, I was texting him because he's like, "Oh, you're funny." He lives in Minnesota, and he was just on Netflix boxing, and he comes over a lot.
Wow. Okay, you got some connections, Tyrone. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna ask you to share just an essential piece of information: your age. Share your age, and we're gonna start to peel it back, and the ladies will appreciate this. What is your age?
38.
38. Okay, ladies, how does that work for you? That's probably right in the ballpark of where y'all are.
Pretty good for me.
Okay, and then Jamie works for you. Okay, ladies, I want to get right to it. I want y'all to ask an essential question. about his character, about things that make him unique in terms of what's in his heart. Anissa, do you have a question?
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot straight for the gun.
Yeah.
I smoke weed and I do mushrooms. Is that a problem for you to date someone like me?
Great question.
Because I don't know you, I would trust your judgment if you said you don't have a problem, but those aren't on my list
Yeah, I
of
mean, you
definite
stated
no's.
that if hard drugs. I don't know what you consider a hard drug. Some people consider marijuana a hard drug. Some people consider magic mushrooms a hard drug. Even though it's not classified legally as a hard drug, anything that requires you to be high could be considered a hard drug. So what I'm saying is, I'm a frequent weed smoker. Like, I'm gonna leave here. I would have smoked on camera if I knew I could. Like, that's how real it is. But and
It's
I
real.
also dib and dab in magic mushrooms, so I'm frequently always on a trip journey and things of that nature. And I know that, if any of those things are like your real deal breaker, I'm gonna have to pop right now.
Tyrone?
Oh gosh, I have so many friends are gonna hate me. I don't mind it, but I don't like being around it. It's not like I'm super straight edge, do your thing, but if it's something that you're doing a lot, I don't do it at all. So it
Okay.
would
No, that's totally fine. I love a sober life. Love that. That's perfect. However, I need my partner to be okay and be around it, because if I'm laying in bed after we just finished fucking, best believe I'm rolling up a blunt.
That girl kept it all the way real. That's New York. That's New York.
And
Good,
just
good,
saying,
good.
I'm real, but I do respect those that if they don't smoke anything like that, I, don't do it around them. However, but if you're my partner, yeah, I might even ask you to roll up, even if you don't smoke. Oh, yeah, it's a deal breaker for me.
Okay. So does that mean it's pop time?
Yeah, I'm popping.
Pop time. Okay. I think a mutual pop, but she ain't playing about. Wow, she kept it all the way real. All right. I love Anissa. Anissa, based on what you heard about this king, though, besides that, could he, I mean, you've heard not too much, but could he be your type based on what you heard?
Oh,
Lawman?
definitely. He sounds very well educated. He sounds like he knows what he wants to do in life. He sounds like he is heading in a good direction. I love the way he articulates himself, and I like the fact that he is actually lives a sober life, even though I don't. Like, I do commend those who live a sober life, because life is hard. So if you could just go through it without like a substance of alcohol or something, I applaud you all the way. So yeah, he is definitely someone that would have been
Oh,
my type if I was able to smoke around him multiple times.
Okay.
I want to be transparent. I do drink, but I stopped because I'm competing with some really smart people on the bar. So I need my
Right.
memory. So I have not drank for quite a while.
And because you are on the bar, I know that you are probably a great debater. And I don't like debate men. So
Wow, wow, wow.
I heard everything. I love that first and foremost, the bar is one of the hardest things to pass. So I commend you for taking that as a step into your career, because doing the law bar is not a walk in the park.
Very
So
true.
if you are someone who is in that line of work, you are very intelligent,
Yeah.
and I don't take that away from you. So that's why I said, I'm New York. I'm a little blonde. I don't think, but I do enjoy that you are trying to help either change the law or trying to better justice the law. So I do commend you for that. And that's why I was a little more intrigued. But once you said the drugs and everything and what you do for a living, what you're heading to do for a living, it just kind of lines up like, okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. I would not want someone heavy on drugs and then telling me, yeah, I could represent you in law. So contradiction.
All right. Tyrone, was Anissa someone that was your type?
I think that we would get along in real life. I don't think that we would date each other
Okay.
because of probably our lifestyle differences.
Mhm.
But it's hard to get these conversations out because it's so short. You never know if you met a person in real life
Yeah.
or
Right.
like what the setting is, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah.
you seem like an awesome person,
She
and
definitely is.
I like that you are upfront about yourself too.
She
That's a
seems
rare
like that way.
quality.
She came right out with it as soon as y'all start getting freaky. So stop getting. Okay, never mind. Anissa, you're a real one. Anissa, folks watching Locks by Max 88. If you are falling in love with Anissa, slide in her DMs. I guess are the DMs open? Anissa, are the DMs open?
My ears are open just like my legs could be.
Oh my,
Oh my god.
for the right one, for a real one. For a real one. She ain't just cracking it like that.
And I'm 37. I ain't got no time to be playing coy. Mama know what she want.
Keep it real. Keep it real. All right. All
Remember,
right.
I told you I deal with lifestyle parties, so I'm very open with my sexuality and being a nudist. So trust me, I need someone that's comfortable and strong and goes, you know what, girl, stand in your femininity, but at the same time, I'm still respectful of my partner.
Yeah. Stand in the femininity and don't go to the Diddy party. All right.
That
All right. We appreciate you. We're gonna have a log off this time. You have thugged it out with us. We love you, and we'd love to have you back in the future. If you keep practicing monogamy, it's a real one.
of course, yes, I have been practicing monogamy for 2 years, so keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're gonna get you somebody. We appreciate you, Anissa.
Thank you. Bye,
All right,
guys.
have a good one. We'll catch you in a bit.
Bye.
All right, we're narrowing it down. Jamie, you just took in a lot of essential information. I don't want to go for another essential just yet. I want to see if you have a question about his character next, as we're about to be done in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're studying law and you just sat for the bar. Congratulations. That's amazing. What type of law are you going into practice? Like family, criminal, contract?
So as I'm talking with you now, I did not sit for the bar yet. I'm studying for July. But where my life is heading, and I got an email this morning. Thank you. I won't say his name, but it looks like I'm heading into family law.
Okay.
And I have a really good way with folks and really good boundaries up too. So like I'm gonna shout him out. My boy Slink, his Sona. I'm gonna be doing his contracts when he fights.
Nice.
And he's getting like a UFC guy ready that's like a big name. I can't say it, but
Okay.
I'm gonna help these people. And my last date out here was the news reporter, and like it didn't work because I do have a kid and she didn't like that. But through time, I even met her ex-boyfriend out in the bar, and now we're friends. We hang out. So I pretty much like everybody as long as you're legit, and you're looking to do something healthy, helpful, genuine.
Okay. I'm going to kind of rapid fire a couple of questions if that's okay, Pointer.
Do your thing.
Awesome. You mentioned that you play guitar. Is that acoustic or electric?
I mean, I didn't say how well I play, but both of them. I prefer acoustic, but my electric one is a lot cooler.
Okay. And then you mentioned that you're in Minnesota. Are you in Minneapolis or some other random town in that massive state?
So it's called Twin Cities because St. Paul and Minneapolis are next to each other, literally like 5 miles, if that.
Yeah.
So I'm in St. Paul.
Okay.
And another connection, because you're saying you're in Boise. Like I actually moved out of, do you know Moses Lake or Spokane?
I do. I'm familiar with Moses Lake.
Okay, that's actually where I grew up. But my sister owned that ice skating rink out there, Coeur d'Alene on ice, but they sold it. But I go out there a lot. Like, yeah, I go out there.
Okay. Moses Lake is not Coeur d'Alene, but okay.
That's an easy jump. That's what, like an hour and like 30 minutes?
I'm not sure of the distance, but I know they're in 2 different states.
Yeah, it's super close. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You mentioned that you have connections to the rock and roll world. So do you find yourself traveling and going to like different concerts and things like that? If so, what type of music do you like to see live?
So Lenny, that was a one-time thing. He just literally his team sent me an email and looked fake, but it was real. And so like after that, never saw him again. But my friend in 21 Pilots, I'm cool with him. Like but as for like big shows, the irony is I don't really go to big concerts unless somehow the person invites me. But I love going to small concerts when I have time. I love watching your local artists like rock out. Plus, I mean, it doesn't get better than riding on Lenny's tour bus through America. It just can't get better than that.
Yeah. But you said you've never done that though, right? Is that correct?
For a big name, let me. Ironic. I've seen like non-rock bands like Common or actually hip hop, which is funny. I don't listen to that very much. I love rock. I listen to like all old school rock. I try to listen to the new stuff, but I'm open to all sorts of live music or really art in general.
Okay. And do you speak any foreign languages? If so, which ones?
I can speak Korean, very limited, because I also used to work in their government and I lived there for 7 years.
Wow.
I'm adopted. That's why my name is Tyrone, by the way. You're going to be getting an Asian guy.
You weren't supposed to reveal that yet, Tyrone. You weren't supposed to reveal that.
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, it's also the handle too, you know? But yeah, I was out there looking for my mom and I found her and I helped other people. I actually helped a musician here find her parents. Her name is Maida. She's not she's well known, but she's not like super famous.
Okay.
And I went to her show recently and she saw me outside, like, it's a big venue. It's the one where right next to where Prince came out.
Wow.
And she saw me and it's, that was 13 years ago at the time. And she was like, what the heck? What are you doing here? I said, hey, surprise.
Wow.
Law school.
Okay.
Very cool. All right. I don't have any other questions at this time, Pointer.
Okay. Well, my essential was going to be, Jamie, you mentioned earlier with children and the age. You have a child. Is that correct, Tyrone?
I do.
What is the age of your baby?
She's 7.
Okay. Jamie, how does that work? How would that work for you?
It's something that I would be open to considering if we were an ideal match. Because I'm here for another 3 years. So your kiddo would probably be like 10-ish or so. So still be around for another 8 years.
And I think an essential aspect of that would be, do you have primary custody of your baby, Tyrone?
That is a really good question. I don't, but my ex and I are on really good terms, and my child doesn't live with me, but we're planning to, when I'm practicing law, she'll probably could be coming out here to be with me in the summers. And again, we don't have any issues, so I could literally show up after ending this call. I could show up over in Washington State, and my ex would say, "Oh yeah, like go take her out, and then see you when I see you."
Awesome. Okay. I think Jamie deserves a little more info. I think. Well, Jamie, I know what you want to know, but let's ask. You asked an important question about finance, as my old teacher would say. Is that something you'd care to know about this future lawman?
I assume. I shouldn't assume, because assumptions only make an ass of you and me. So I know law school is not cheap and it's not free. But I do know there's a way for people to go through school without getting into massive amounts of debt. I do know that law can be very lucrative. So I don't know the question to ask surrounding
I will just
that.
ask it. I'll do my job. She wants a man that makes about 6 figures and not the low 6 figures. Obviously, we've learned that in this experience. Tyrone, not to expose too much, but financially, do you think you're in a place where Jamie, who obviously, hopefully would then, be able to match your freak financially, is that somewhere where you could be compatible?
Right now, coming fresh out of law school and sitting, no, but law is lucrative and I have an idea where I'm going to be working, family law and contracts. So I will be okay. My timeline for myself is 2 years, and then I will be not like high 6 figures, but I should be in that 6-figure range. And I've lived extremely well. So, and I know a lot of things. I mean, I've traveled so many different countries and seen so many different people that, again, it's so hard to put these like conversations into such a short time. But yes, I'll be good, but I'm not good right now. I'm stressed out.
Yeah, that's a lot of mental, more than even financial. That's a lot of mental. So God bless you in that venture. Jamie, are you ready? I don't want to hold you. You've been patient. Are you ready to see what this king looks like?
I am so ready, Pointer.
All right. Tyrone.
This camera's from like the year like 2000. But
Oh,
so
Lord.
I'm on my second computer, so hopefully it works.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, we
Hey.
see you. All right, there is Tyrone. Tyrone. Call on Tyrone.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now, would his if he said he's 6'8", Jamie, how does that work for you?
It would come on, baby. Well, I haven't said yes or no yet. So if he was 6'8", I mean, I don't know if you're 6'8" or not. I don't know how that would
well over 6'8". I mean, that's a short king number. No.
6'11".
She just expressed so much, pulls so much weight. But I do want you to share, Tyrone, your. Oh no, you know what? Let me just keep it real and ask. I'll already ask Tyrone. Tyrone, is Jamie someone that's your type?
She is really beautiful, and I like how she presents herself. So, I also know a lot of people would think that way. So, based on this short exchange, yes, I'd be very privileged if I was able to meet her.
Okay, Jamie, based on the aesthetic, we don't know the height yet. Is he someone could he be your type?
Based on what Tyrone has shared, he seems like a very nice gentleman. Just not my type that I'm seeking at this time.
Okay, so would we pop?
Yes, we would pop the balloon.
Okay, we're gonna pop. Okay, she did the theme song.
Sorry,
okay, now for the people watching, I actually want Tyrone to go first. Tyrone, now you said she's your type. Do you have an ideal type, Tyrone? Is Jamie your ideal type, or are you just open? I know we shot multiple episodes in Minneapolis. It can be diverse, not as many Black people as I'd like, but hey, that's America sometimes. What's your ideal type, Tyrone?
I guess if we're just going straight looks wise, I definitely trend toward Latinas and Asians. And there's a lot of Asians out here, but it's a very cultural, different subset of Asian. So
got it.
That's a different topic.
Well, yeah, I'll be reaching out. I don't know if we'll come back to Minneapolis because our tour schedule is a little crazy, but we'll be in contact because we definitely want you to be a part of the experience and find your real one. Okay.
If you really came out here for the Hmong population in particular, I think it would be very popular.
For the what population? I'm sorry.
Hmong, Hmong.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Well, when we first, I don't know if you had seen us when we were there, but we ran ads, but it was quick. We were in and out. But yeah, if we stayed longer, yeah, we would rock the Twin Cities for sure.
There's actually another lady that I know from these Netflix shows. I shot an ad with Iris Jardiel, and she was really nice. And she won season 3 of Temptation Island.
Oh, okay.
But she just got
they
married.
need to sponsor us. You've been to Netflix so much and they haven't sponsored us. So sponsor us, Netflix. Okay. And
they should.
They definitely should. Jamie, I want to swing it to you. And then I'm about to have both of you exit out. But what's your ideal type, Jamie? What kind of, even height-wise, ethnicity, what is your ideal type?
Tall, preferably 6 foot or taller. I would be far more impressed of 6'2" or taller. Athletic build. I've already talked and shared some of the characteristics of what I would be seeking in a partner. So I don't want to, be a broken record there. Someone well-educated. Tyrone is very well-educated. And if you're not well-educated, then have the career or entrepreneurial resume to back it up. And I love that Tyrone has a plan for the next 2 years. So much respect to that. I have no shade to throw at Tyrone, who is bettering himself, becoming a lawyer. And, sometimes you have to take a couple steps backwards before you can get launched forwards, very much like an arrow. So long as you have a plan, that's fine. I would love to build with my partner, not necessarily physically like a construction, but if there's an entrepreneurial journey or even a relationship, just building together, being equally yoked and walking in faith together.
Amen. Love it. Okay. Well, brothers, if you see her IG, Jamie_pageant_prep, slide in her DMs if you are eligible. You got to meet the height requirement, finances, build together, all those wonderful things. Both of you are real ones, and I appreciate you for being on the show. Thank you
Thanks
so much.
Thanks for having us, Pointer.
Y'all have a lovely time. Thank you. Y'all are my real ones. Thank you so much. Thank you. Folks, we did it. We did it. We got one real one connection. So hallelujah for that. That was remarkable. That was a blessing. We want you to continue to subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that fun stuff. And we want to see you back on another episode of A Real One Real Time. So we'll catch you next week. You might be in for a special treat next week, Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Sponsor us, Batman. We miss those good days. And then again, I would love to eat something nice for dinner. So if you have Venmo, Cashapp, all those things, please support your dear pointer so he can eat dinner. We did it. I'm still happy. You know what? I just want my people to clap for me one more time. One more time. They're clapping. They're clapping. Continue to subscribe, like, comment, share. We're going to catch you on the next episode of A Real One Real Time. And like I said, we had people's DMs slide in their DMs. These are some remarkable people. These are some real ones, and they deserve some love. Okay, so we'll catch you next time. Thank you, folks, for watching. Don't you dare pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. Let's do it.
Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop.